Hello, everybody. How are you? You can hear me. Please say, I can hear you. Type, I can hear you in the comment section. How are you all doing today? It's a beautiful day. So I see people joining the call. If you can hear me from wherever you are, please type, I can hear you in the comment section. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from wherever, from all over the world, from wherever you are watching this program. I just want you to type, I can hear you, if you can hear me, please. Awesome. Great. Thank you. Thank you. It's a beautiful day. So welcome to another episode of the Morale Booster with John Ughulu. And the Morale Booster is a platform for entrepreneurs, career professionals, leaders, and the general public to give back to the society through the Morale Booster is a platform for. So, and yes, now that you can hear me, that's fine. So before I introduce our very important and powerful and influential guest for today, I want you all to please like and share this broadcast. Like and share, because you might just be saving the life of that one person who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. Please like and share. I will do the same on my end. And today we have a guest by the name Eric Collier. Eric Collier. Eric is a certified Les Brown trained speaker who skillfully utilizes his life story to inspire and encourage individuals to just keep pushing, because no one will do it for you. So while we wait for Eric to show up, Eric, your mic is on mute, so I would let you know when to unmute. So I'll just tell you a little bit about Eric. He's a philanthropist. Eric coaches high school students to equip them with the knowledge, tools, and techniques needed to overcome life challenges. An author, Eric is a contributing writer to several books, one of which is Modern Warrior magazine, in addition to being a collaborative author of Hunger for the Hustle, One Let's Connect, The 3Ds to Success, and Blu Talks Series number 5, all scheduled to be published this summer. Wow, that's a lot of books you are co-authoring. That's a great one. He's also a veteran U.S. Army combat engineer and Navy Aviation Boatswains mate and intelligence specialist. Eric is a recognized leader with over 25 years of Department of Defense service, who knows organizational success lies within a culture of support. So he knows that organizational success lies within a culture of support. So I will leave his contact details for everybody. And without further ado, I would like to welcome on stage, ladies and gentlemen, please join me as I bring Eric Collier. Eric, thank you so much for joining me on the program. Unmute your mic, please.
Dr. John, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm really grateful for the opportunity, and it's exciting to be here with you, man. I want to applaud you first for all the things that you're doing in the speaking community and the coaching community as well. The Main Seed mindset, or excuse me, the Main Seed event, your foundation, as well as the Morale Booster is awesome, and I love what you're doing for other speakers and coaches.
Thank you so much, Eric. Thank you. I want to say thank you for your service, because, you know, it's people like you that have made it possible for someone like myself to come over to the United States and see it as a safe haven. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for shining your light.
Hey, you're welcome. I'm glad to be a part of all those who came before me.
Oh, that's great. I love that. So, Eric, yes, I know you are a motivational speaker and you have been doing this for a while. So, can you please tell us why you chose to become a motivational speaker?
Motivational speaking, man, I truly enjoy coaching. I truly enjoy helping others, but it's not something that I realized early in life. I always looked at athletics being my way out, right? So football was a love of mine, but baseball was the biggest love. So I chased that dream for a long time. But it wasn't really until a gentleman helped me realize that I was on this hamster wheel, and he introduced me to personal development to help me get, what do we say, unstuck in life, right? And that I realized motivational speaking was the way to go because of my gift to listen to people, to help people, and to speak and inspire. And it was when I met Les Brown after reading his book, Live Your Dreams. And it was at that moment I realized, hey, man, this is what I want to do. I want to help other people. I want to be able to inspire other people to get unstuck like I did, you know? So that's when it really hit me. But it would take a long time. When we decide what it is we want to do in life, there's some of these things right here, that 6 inches right between those ears that we've got to work on. That enemy within, man, he was kicking my butt. You can't do this. You only have certain level of education. You come from this background. You've never done this before. And so it took a while. And it really hurt when I came home and I said, talking to my wife and my 3 children, I'm like, if anybody's going to listen to me, they'll listen to me. And man, when they start looking at me and going, Dad, we don't want to hear you, whatever you got to say. that took me, I said, well, if I'm going to do it, what I'm going to have to do is work on me. And so I went into a shell and started working on me. And I knew I wanted to do it in 2014. It didn't happen until 2016, but man, I've enjoyed everything about it. It's baby steps, right? So I'm sorry, I'm just going on, but it's baby steps.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So I started blogging on LinkedIn for a little bit. And it wasn't until COVID hit that I had some time freed up that I said, well, I'm going to start doing what I've been telling my life coach I'm going to do, which is create videos. And so I started creating the videos, and eventually I got into Les Brown's Power Voice, somebody I've been wanting to train with since 2004.
Right? I can imagine that.
Yeah, so it was a huge dream of mine to work with him, and it was an awesome pleasure. And I look forward to working with him again.
Oh, that's great. I love your story there. You said something that resonates with me, and I know this resonates with so many other people out there who are listening. You said it took you a while. It took a while for you to make that decision, to get into the speaking arena. That's the same thing with me. It took me a while. And should I say unfortunately for me or fortunately for me? The people around me couldn't really understand what I was talking about because it was not a conventional way. So they couldn't comprehend the fact that I was thinking of going into that sector. And I know there's so many people out there who are experiencing the same thing. The people around them are making them talk themselves out of the dreams of becoming speakers. What's your advice to those people?
I don't care what they say. It's your life. You have to live it. And I'm telling you, if you bow down to what it is they're saying and you start living in the reality that they call life, then what will happen is you will find yourself upset, not happy, depressed, looking for something else, knowing something is more. And you're waking up every morning saying, this has got to change. And what will happen in living their life and not living yours, time will pass you by. I love the quote by Roosevelt, where he says, so many people die at the age of 25 and they wait to be buried at 75. And all that is just becoming a dead man walking, right? You've given up on life. You're not even living life. You're just waiting. You're getting up every day going, well, I'm going to work. Well, I hope I can retire at 64, 60 some age and then go out and do what I love to do. Well, that rarely happens because you're not doing those things that you love to do. You're not living life the way that you want to do. I always say this, I'm doing now what I love to do. And I love to do what this every day when possible, man. I get up and every day and I'm looking at ways to help people. When I see people in the hallway, because I'm still not fully into the entrepreneurship 100% as far as not having a job. I still work 2 jobs, and every day I get up 2:30 in the morning. I do what I have to do as far as bettering myself, either with my fitness side of the house or my mind or my professional side with my business. And I go to work for 12 hours and I come home and I repeat. And I'm always looking for somebody, some way in my life to be able to help somebody. And that's the thing, man. Don't live somebody else's life. We grow up with living that, oh, it's too hard. Oh, you have to put too much into it. Well, guess what? It's hard going to work every day, coming home and looking at your check and saying, well, I got paid today, I'm broke tomorrow. Or it's hard getting up every day, going to work, spending 40, 60 hours on the job, and then coming home not having anything to do, right? You're wasting time hoping that somebody will come and save you. So you got to give that mindset up. Understand that you have to go do what you want to do.
Right. Thank you so much for that. Now, the one of the major reasons why I brought you on this program, because I know there's so many people out there who need to hear your story. You talked about, you always looking for ways to help people. And you also talked about you still keeping 2 jobs, right?
Yeah.
I tell people all the time that it is good to always use your 9 to 5 to finance your 5 to 9. Now, the 9 to 5 is just a description. It does not necessarily have to be a job from 9 to 5. Basically, it means use your employment, whatever you get from employment, to nurture your dreams, to focus on your business. And you do 2 jobs. So how do you go about that and still speak and still try to help people?
Right. Well, first you got to have a vision. Right. When you have a vision of what it is you want to do and you are truly all in because it's your vision and it aligns with your core values, man, you do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. And my doing what I have to do is I got to go to work. I got bills to pay. I got people to feed. I got things to take care of. And so I know in doing that, it helps me do what I want to do on the outside. So you talk about one of the biggest things that people will say, and I've even found myself using that same phrase, is I don't have time. Right. Man, I broke my time down and finally, right? And when you break your time down, I consider myself Mr. 3, 4, 5 hours a day, right? Because that's about the length of my day. I got maybe 3, 4 hours in there. If I stay up later, I got a little 4, maybe 5 hours a day out of that 24, right? That's actually mine, dedicated to me. Right. That's why I get up at 2:30. Nobody can interrupt me. I stay up late. Nobody's interrupting me. So I do what I have to do until I can do what I want to do. And everybody on here today has to do the same thing. Otherwise, you're going to get so caught up in building somebody else's dreams. Your dreams are going to fly away and you'll never experience what true happiness is, that inner joy. Man, when I talk to people and I help coach the high school students that I work with now, or I help coach the professional businessmen that I work with, man, it's that happiness to see them go, oh, I get it now. I get why I'm stuck. I got to quit using these excuses as reasons for not doing. And so that's, man, you just have to do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do.
That's great. I love that. And I always tell people that you cannot control your time, but you can control the activities that you do with your time. So that's a great one. There are so many people out there who have contacted me asking if they should quit their jobs because they are frustrated and they want to get into business. So I always encourage them. Do not quit that job until you have an exit strategy because the bills have to be paid.
Right.
Your job would help you refine your gift, no doubt. But when it's time for you to quit that job, you will know. So what do you think about that?
Oh, I agree with you. Like I said, I got bills to pay. I got things to do. Here, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example that even if you quit your job, you still gonna have to put your work in, and you experience things even when you don't quit your job. I was laid off in 2013. Imagine going through 352 days of not having a full-time job. I was making over $100,000 a year. Boom, my income was gone, right? And I don't say that to brag, but I'm just giving you an idea of how impactful that was.
Right.
And I worked part-time jobs. I cleaning toilets, cleaning gyms, cleaning whatever I needed to do. I did that. I worked at UPS. I did that. Man, I would do whatever I needed to do 7 days a week trying to make things happen. Here's what happens is you start learning something about yourself. So you learn that you're stronger than what you really are, right?
Yes, I agree.
You're stronger than what you really are. And I like when you think about it, you start focusing on the things that you can control. I couldn't control that people weren't hiring me because my bills were backed up, right? Or my credit was jacked up during that time frame. But here's what I could control: my mindset and my effort. And with doing that, man, I was able to learn some things about me. So I encourage people, stay in that job, do what you got to do. But if you feel like you need to leave it, you better be ready to step your game up 100%, because you're going to have to do those things that you never even wanted to do. I have a lady at work. When her son was going through college, she was struggling, and she said, well, how do I get on with this job downstairs? Well, it's cleaning toilets, it's cleaning this. Oh, I can't clean no toilets. Well, you better get your pride aside. You got bills to pay. Your son depending on you to pay for college, and you walking around here trying to get to work, lights getting paid off. You got to do what you got to do. So it's important. You better dig deep.
Right. That's great. You talked about having a vision. That is paramount. When you have a vision and you set goals, it helps you understand that whatever situation you are currently going through or whatever challenges you're currently going through is only temporary. So that vision and the goals helps you understand that it's a platform for you to go to the next level. Thank you so much for that. You talked about being able to control your mind, being able to control your mindset. So for those people who are currently listening to this program via podcast or watching via YouTube and Facebook, I want you to please like and share this broadcast, because there is somebody out there who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. There is somebody out there who's going through one major challenge that the message from Eric would heal that person, would save that person, would save someone from committing suicide. So please like and share this broadcast. So thank you so much, Eric. Now, I want us to go to the next topic. The world has gone through a pandemic. We're going through perilous times right now. And I'm glad that things are improving. The level of depression has increased worldwide. The level of domestic violence has increased. The level of anxiety has increased. What's your advice for people? I know you are not a therapist, you know. So this is a disclaimer. I know he's not a therapist, full disclosure. So whatever he would say regarding this topic is just an opinion or a suggestion, right?
Right.
Okay, so what's your advice for people who have been impacted during this time?
All right. Well, some people who will talk to me will probably, after leaving me, will probably say he needs a therapist because I'm just big picture and I focus on my big goals. But the one thing I realized when COVID hit, right, I'm working 2 jobs. The first thing they did was they freed up some more of my time, right? So it gave us more time. The next thing I realized is it's opportunity. Right. A lot of times we see a problem like COVID and we go, oh, my gosh, the world has stopped. I can't do anything else. I'm unable to do anything because everything's shut down. Well, you got to understand that there's an opportunity in every problem. So the opportunity in the problem becomes you now have the time back, right, that you've always wanted. Focus on you. The biggest thing in life is being able to focus on you and understanding where it is you want to go, how you operate, why you operate in that manner. And we talk about controlling your mindset. I love what the description that the Upanishads in Hindu, right, they use when they describe the mind as using a charioteer. Difficulty saying that word, a charioteer, right? So you got the horses being your senses, you got the reins being your mind, you got the chariot being the body, the intellect being the charioteer, and then you've got the spirit riding along with it. And so if you don't control those senses, your horses are going to go everywhere, and you're going to end up somewhere in the field while they chew up grass. And so you got to be able to rein them in and guide them to where you want to go. But so where is it that you want to go? If you don't know where you're going, you'll end up somewhere you don't want to be, right? So you have to focus on you and understand that connection with you is where it all starts. And so that downtime that we've had, that was a moment for you to do that. It was freed up for you to get to know yourself and understand where you can go. Yes, you may have lost your job. Yes, you may not know where you're going next, but you have an idea that you want to go somewhere else. All that time you spent, you could have identified the fact that that job you were working in that you're trying to get back in is not what you wanted in the first place. You complained about it day in and day out. Now the opportunity to go elsewhere was there. So I always tell people, when I talk to people and they tell me, well, I can't be alone with myself. Well, what do you mean you can't be alone with yourself? You're the one person you should be able to be alone with. So that's a connection that's not there. If you're relying on other people to make you happy, you're missing the boat. You have to be able to make yourself happy first. It comes from within, not outside.
Wow, I love that. You're talking about self-love, first of all. So Eric is telling you who's out there listening to this broadcast right now that no matter what challenges you're going through, first of all, understand that self-love is paramount. Also identify where you are going. Know where you're going. Know what you want in life, just like the GPS. When you put an address in the GPS, if for any reason you miss your exit, what happens? It reroutes and realigns again with the journey. So understand where you are going. That's what Eric is talking about. So please like and share this broadcast. I want to emphasize on you sharing it. If you are watching from the group, the share button or share icon will not be activated there. All you need to do is to invite all your contacts to the group so that they can also watch this live broadcast. For those who are watching the replay, just type hashtag replay and we would be able to respond to your questions. So like and share the broadcast, invite your contacts to the group. Eric talked about self-love. So if you've been lagging behind in self-love, this is the time for you to get back on that. He also talked about focusing on your vision and your goals.
Yeah, that's that roadmap, right? That's that roadmap you need. Sorry about that. I didn't cut you off.
No, it's all right. Yeah. So you talked about understanding that times like this could be an opportunity for better things to come by. Am I right?
Oh, definitely. There's always an opportunity in the problem. Right. It just depends on how you look at it, right? How you view it is how you're gonna live in it, right? So if you view every problem as in, oh my God, the sky is falling, then you'll sit there and wait till the sky is falling and you'll go running and telling everybody about it until it actually happens, and it may never even happen. But when you look at it, and like I said, this opportunity that was in this COVID situation was your time was freed up. You had more family time. You had more you time. You had more school time. You had more certification time. You had all these things that you could have done. And if you wasted it, you missed a great opportunity to better yourself. Business-wise, real estate. Oh, my goodness. So many different things out there.
Right. That's great. Thank you for that. I want you all to know that Eric is a certified Les Brown speaker. He was trained personally by the legend himself, Mr. Les Brown. So I want you to understand the level of knowledge that he has. I want you to also know that he can motivate and inspire your audience, your staff, your sales team. If you want somebody who can motivate your team, if you want somebody who can train your team on leadership, on mindset, if you want somebody to speak at your religious organization, your nonprofit, Eric is ready to inspire and motivate your audience. Am I right, Eric?
Yes, I am. And I'm actually logging in right now because I want to book myself. That was great. Thank you. Thank you very much for those words. I appreciate it.
Right. So, how can people reach out to you if they want to book you for events?
Going to my onemomentumshift.com. It's the number one followed by the word momentumshift.com website. And there you can book me, put a request in as for coaching services as well. But I'm available to speak. That's what I want to do. That's my goal. That's my mission. My mission is to see people happy, whatever their definition is, from that within, right? From within, that battle within. Once we beat that battle within, no enemy outside can harm us, right? How can you lose when scripture tells you no weapon formed against you will ever prosper? So that's my goal. That's my mission. I want everybody to just get involved and just keep pushing, because nobody's going to do it for you.
Right, that's true. So his website is currently being displayed on the screen. Like I said before, he's a certified Les Brown speaker and trainer. So if you need someone to inspire, motivate, the kids in your school, your business, your sales team, you want somebody to teach your team about leadership, about mindset, reach out to him, onemomentumshift.com. The website is currently being displayed on the screen. What social media platforms are you active on?
Active on Instagram at Sierra Collier, as well as LinkedIn and YouTube's there, and Facebook, Sierra Collier, and also I Just Keep Pushing.
All right, great. All right, so I would want you to, before we go, I would want you to talk to that person who has lost his or her job, especially during this pandemic. Just talk to them from your heart and let them know how to move from where they are right now.
Hello, gifted one. I know what you're going through right now. Right now, you're in fear, you're in doubt, you're in worry, not knowing when you're going to get your next paycheck, when you're going to get back to work. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to focus on only those things that you can control, because everything out there is going to happen regardless. Everything out of your control is already in motion, and you'll never stop it. All you can control is how you bounce back from this. I love what Willie Jolly says when he says a setback is a setup for a comeback. And this is your opportunity for a comeback right here. You go all out with everything that you can do with controlling your mind, focusing on how to get back in the game. Maybe you don't want to go back to that job you were laid off. Maybe you want to go to a different career field. This is your opportunity to make those changes you've always wanted, to live the life that you want, to be able to live that dream that you've always had. Focus on you. Focus on where you want to go, and let everything else run its course. And by all means, I don't care what you do, just keep pushing. No matter how bad the storm gets, no matter how bad you keep telling yourself you want to stop, just keep pushing, because great things are happening and they're waiting on you to get there too.
That's true. That's true. Thank you so much, Eric. So for that person who just listened to what Eric said, if that message resonates with you, please do the needful. Understand that it is you alone who can make things work for yourself, right? Everything in life is a cliche, but it is whenever that cliche resonates with you that really matters, right? So I want you to take what he has said with an open heart, receive it with an open heart, and remember that this is the time for you to seek help. This is the time for you to hang around people who would uplift your spirit. This is the time for you to hang around only people who would bring that positive vibe to you. The world, things are getting better right now in the world. So just relax, learn any skill that is required to help take you to the next level, and stop focusing on the challenges of life. See it as an opportunity. It is a mindset thing. So thank you so much for joining me on the program. We have some messages. Just hang on 1 second, Eric.
All right.
All right. I see. Okay, someone is saying hi from South Africa. Hello, Elsa. How are you?
Elsa, how you doing?
Yeah, great. Yeah, I see Yvonne. Yvonne is saying hi. Hi,
Yvonne. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for joining, Yvonne.
Yes, the youth, man, today they're in a different world. It's a tough time. This Zoom education.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And Cynthia. Oh, hey, Cynthia. How are you? Great. And I see Big Play.
Big Play Beach. What's going on, sir? Hey, thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Just do us the favor of sharing this broadcast. Yes. It wouldn't cost you much. It wouldn't cost you any money. Correct. Somebody out there, somebody who is on your contact list needs to hear this message. And if that's the good thing you can do for today, the universe will definitely reward you. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. And until same time next week, have a wonderful rest of your day. Eric, thank you. Thank you once again, and God bless you.
John, thank you, man. You a bad dude, man. Man, you bring it, man. I love it. I love the energy. I love the message you bring. Thank you for the opportunity.
My pleasure, my brother. Thanks. Bye, everybody.